Hello, Gemini, and welcome to your subconscious tarot reading. In this reading, we're going to explore your subconscious mind and what programs are written there and get some assistance and guidance for you about those programs and what's upcoming for you, what your dreams are trying to tell you. All right, because the programs of our subconscious mind come somewhat from last lifetime that create the original landscape of this lifetime, and then all the experiences you go through in this life journey add to that programming, rewrite that programming, and change it. Okay. So let's get right into your reading, Gemini, and I will at the end turn this into a pick a card to receive personal advice from your angels, your spirit guides, and your passed on loved ones. So let's see the overall theme and which spirit wants to speak on when it comes to the programs in your subconscious mind. Okay, so we've got a journey coming through, and this says, do things in a different way, take a new route, believe your life is only part of one long journey, be prepared for adventure. Wow. Okay, so Gemini, you are meant to expand and explore far and wide this life journey. In fact, where it says, believe your life is only part of one long journey, that is so true, because there's a lot of past life energy that comes in with each and every one of us, okay? Because of what we're working on at the soul, things left undone, all that energy. And so this lifetime and last lifetime are very connected to each other, okay? It's almost like, if you think of a book, how a book has chapters, your last life journey and this life journey are in the same chapter, okay? And with this, it's saying that there are certain things that you think about, and this will be different for all of you because this is general, but it could be about, your career path, who you are in this life, what you're meant to have in this life, romance. There's some sort of thinking in some area that is very rigid and boxed in, and it prevents you from kind of going off the beaten path, or it keeps you very closed off from certain experiences. And this is letting me know that you are meant to have a very colorful life, this journey, as well as you did last life journey, which means like you're a jack of all trades. You know a little bit about everything, all right? Like that's your energy. And there's some area where you're real boxed in, you're very rigid in your thinking about something, and that's what Spirit wants to talk about, because it's time for you to open up, to expand, to explore even further, Gemini. So let's pull a card and see what's happening in the astral when it comes to this. And some of you, like this life, you may really a lot of times be like deja vu, deja vu, deja vu. It's not that you are reliving the same exact experience. It's just that last lifetime and this lifetime is the same story, okay? And it feels so familiar to you. You might have a lot of premonition as well, okay? And remembering like memories that haven't played out with specific people, but it's like, I know you, I know this, it's familiar. All right, on the astral, look at that, we have landscape and places. And this says, are you comfortable in your environment? Do you wish to explore new experiences and perspectives? Look at that, explore and experience. Do you wish to escape from your present constraints? And those present constraints is some program of that subconscious mind that's keeping you boxed in. It's very rigid thinking about something, all right? But if you are dreaming about like different lands, different places, different homes, this is imagery from your last life journey, okay? And remember, you may be in a different costume, and the players of this story may be in different costume, and you may be in a different location, but the storyline is the same. It's a continuation, okay? And this storyline could go into next life journey, all right, before we move to the next chapter. But this isn't like any sort of oppressive energy. This is a very fun type of energy, okay? And you are meant to experience so much. It's like last lifetime, this lifetime, you're absorbing so much different experience, imagery, wisdom, people, places, things, okay? Many of you probably have this incredible desire for travel, to see, to experience, to explore. So in dream time, these other places that some of you dream of, it's because that's where some of your story took place. Okay, so let's pull a past life card. All right, wealth and abundance. So, last life journey, Gemini, you created a lot for yourself, okay? Materialistically, you were very solid, you were very stable. You could have owned your own business, you could have come from a very wealthy family, okay? This just lets me know, like, your past lifetime, you had a lot of money and freedom to explore, okay? And look at that, like, this says global right there, and to me, that's going back to that energy of like traveling all over the place. Like, you really did explore the world last lifetime, and you had the money and freedom to do so. So this life journey, those of you where it is like you got to see the world, you love to adventure, you love to be out and about doing things, exploring things, it comes from this last lifetime, because that was your vibe, okay? I feel like you lived in multiple places in the world, okay? You grew up in you were born in one country, and then you moved to a different country, and then maybe even to a different country in adulthood. Like, you spoke multiple languages here, all right? Very traveled, very life experience, okay? So this life journey, you probably have a lot of common sense that other people lack, okay? Or an ability to come up with ideas that most people won't think of, okay? So when we go back to this rigid thinking in some area of your life, this is a belief that was either ingrained in you as a child, or this is something that you've told yourself over and over and over. And so that seems like the reality of things about that particular topic, subject for you, okay? And Spirit is saying, Gemini, let's work on this, because I do feel like maybe some of you suffer some lack of abundance or wealth, and it doesn't have to just be materially, that could be emotionally as well, okay? But last lifetime you did have a lot of wealth and a lot of freedom to explore and to be, and so that's your spirit, this life journey. Like, some of you, it might be hard to tie you down, okay? Like, you just not to say that you don't want to be in a commitment and be in love, but some of you, it's you really enjoy your singleness, your freedom, okay? So let's pull another card to see how this wealth plays into this lifetime. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Wealth and abundance, and now we've got finances. That's incredible. Okay, so I feel like this goes one of two ways, Gemini. Those of you that this reading is truly for, you either were also born into a well-to-do family this life journey, okay, like money was just on the table from the day one for you, all right? Or maybe you went to college and you got a good job right out of college, or you started your own business very early on in life, okay? Some of you, money was there early on in life, either through your family being born into it, or something that you did very early in years that created a lot of abundance for you, okay? Or it's the very opposite of that, Gemini, where this life journey, it's like you grew up maybe you didn't have to be like dirt poor. Maybe some of you were, but it's like the opposite of this. Like, I didn't have enough. Like, we struggled. It was hard. Or, you know, when you first get into adulthood, like trying to be on your own, it's very hard. You struggle financially. The good thing about this energy is, regardless of what this program is, this rigid thinking, whether it has to do with money or not, fixing this is going to open the floodgates for this right here. Okay, so if you struggle with abundance, like financial abundance, that is meant to change for you. Like, this energy, this wealth, this comfort is meant to be part of this journey. But the way it comes to you is different for all of you, okay? But know that. And some of you, that's what this program is. It blocks you from believing that you'll ever overcome your circumstances, your situations. You'll ever have enough money to just have extra, right? Or to be able to explore the world. And that would be the program that you need to work on, okay? But I know you're meant to create abundance and success for yourself this life journey. I mean, my God, you got wealth and abundance, and then you got the same thing for this life journey, is those finances. So if you start out very humble, you struggle, you're going to turn that around at some point this life journey, Gemini, and you are going to have money, and you are going to have that freedom, okay? Because again, it's like the same story for me, like a continuation of the same story. You're still working on everything that's entailed in that story, and it comes into this life journey. All right, so maybe some of you are very poor, but you just know, like, somewhere inside, like, you're gonna have money, you're gonna have wealth, you're gonna build something here. Okay, and those of you where you were born into like a very comfortable situation, it's like that wealth that you were born into is like a legacy from this last lifetime. Like, what you did and what you left behind for others is the energy that came into this life journey for you, okay? And so all that wealth is because that's what you gave right before you transitioned into the non-physical, okay? So those of you, and it's not to say those of you that were born into, you know, less steady circumstances were awful and didn't leave anything. It's like you have a different lesson to work on, and you're gonna make that wealth, okay? But those of you that were like just born into it, I know it's because of the work, the service that you did, what you gave. Like, I know that you were very wealthy, okay? So some of you, it's like maybe you put in your will like your entire wealth to go to some sort of organization that helps like people or animals, or maybe you distributed it in such a way that you helped out a lot of different people in your family. It's like what you did was a big gift. It was very selfless, okay? And that's why you were born into that initially, okay? And for some of you, maybe you were born into that and then it like ran out in life and then you were struggling a little bit, but you'll come back into it as well, okay? So let's pull some tarot and see how past life energy and this life energy come together. So the reverse cards talk about past life, and the upright talk about this life energy. Okay, look at that. Angel of Peace, Temperance, Eight of Swords, reverse, and look at, that's restriction. And that's talking about like that very rigid, sort of boxed in thought about some area of your life. Seven of Cups reversed. Five of Swords reversed. And the Magician reversed. All right. So this Temperance card, this is this life energy. This is, you know, what you're working with is the balance within. You are a very solid, steady person most of the time, okay? Like the way you perceive, you're very logical. You have to make sense of things. So you're really good at that, all right? And you're also good at helping other people come into that place of understanding a balance. And that's why you struggle with this rigid thinking, and you might not even know that you are rigid about thinking about something, okay? It's just because you always have the answer. Like you're very intelligent, you're very wise, okay? And so the advice that people get from you is sound. And sometimes I do feel like you have feelings about things, or you could just call people like that, all right? That is part of from the work that you did last lifetime, and that's a gift that you are working with this life journey. And then the rest of these are reversed, which is talking about past life energy coming in. So with the Eight of Swords, the restriction, I do feel that coming into this life, there is a bit of restriction around you. Many of you, it might have to do with that money where you were very wealthy, like you struggle for a bit this life journey. But through that restriction, like you learn a lot of humility and you become a lot more resourceful than I feel you would have been otherwise. Like any sort of poverty, like that challenge, it was to like expand your mind and you really come up with some ideas. Like some of you are going to invent something for this life journey, okay? You're going to create something and it's going to bring you a lot of wealth, all right? And this, the Seven of Cups being reversed, coming in for last life, this is just talking about like you really experienced a lot, okay? Like you were all over the place, your last life journey. And when you travel this lifetime, I do believe there are some locations that you will go to and you feel like you have been there before, like you know the energy of that space, of that land, okay? This life, again, I feel like there was more restriction around that movement, okay, than you experienced last lifetime. Even if you were you were born into like a very wealthy family this lifetime, like there was more restriction, okay? But it's like it was to create different skill set in you for this journey, and you've learned it here, okay? And with this Five of Swords, the loss, this comes through last life. I feel there was an unhealed wound within you about like a certain relationship that either that person transitioned or like they walked away from you, and at whatever point that happened in your life, that was a wound that you carried with you for the rest of your days. You really struggled with that, okay? And so you're born into this life with that feeling of loss. And so when you align with this particular soul in this life journey, because remember, it's just a continuation of the story of last time before all the players checked out, you're gonna feel like this intense connection, like I never want to let you go, I never want to let you go, I never want to let you go. And it's because of that that loss, that trauma, from last life journey. And it's only one person that you'll experience this with this life journey, okay? Whether it's a family member, it's a friend, or it's a romantic partner, you'll just have this weird like fear that you haven't had with anybody else. And this like if you're not really like an obsessive person, you might find yourself wanting to obsess with this person, and you need to recognize that the reason why it's like that is because of the tragedy of last lifetime and how that stayed with you. And now here you are together again with this soul, and you can overcome this, okay? And then here with the Magician being reversed, this to me is coming into this lifetime because you, like I said, you traveled, you did so much this last life journey, that this lifetime, all of that comes in with you, and you are magical. The way you think, the way you go about doing things, the way you make things happen, you're definitely unique from most other people, and you've been told that, okay? You just have this ability to think outside of the box, and you know how to make things happen, okay? You're gonna be very business savvy. And this program, I feel like most of you don't recognize that this is like where you're boxed in and thinking, because of your energy and how knowledgeable and wise and knowing you are, all right? So call upon your spiritual team to help you understand and figure it out. You know, like, where is my block here? What do I need to work on? What thoughts do I need to, you know, focus on? What programming do I need to rewrite here? And they'll start giving you signs for that. So let's pull some more tarot. All right, so we have the Queen of Pentacles, and this is in the upright position. And so this tells me, yes, you are meant to have wealth this life journey as well. Okay, you're meant to be like in high management, own your own business, create things. You are meant to be wealthy this life journey, Gemini, 100%. And next we have the Nine of Wands, and you're going to have a will and a strength and a determination and a motivation that most people do not possess. Next is Judgment in reverse, and this coming out in reverse, yeah, this is a continuation. It's not a new chapter, it's a continuation, and even into your next life journey, it may be a continuation of the same story and not moving into the next chapter yet, all right? And this is good stuff. This is exciting lives, Gemini. And now we have the Two of Cups, and look at that. It comes out under this loss. Yes, Gemini. This lifetime, you and this person will reunite, okay? And you're going to feel different about this person. Again, whether it's a friend, family member, or romantic partner, it's like this just weird, undescribed fear of loss of this person, okay? And like, I don't want to let you go. It comes from last lifetime, but you will have time with them in this journey as well. You guys are just in different physical avatars, okay? And under the Magician, we have the Death card reversed. Okay, yeah, so Gemini, last lifetime, very, very similar to this lifetime because you're working on the same story, okay? And that could be like you and, you know, the other players involved. Like, it may be reliving almost the exact same thing, okay? The storyline being the exact same, just different place, different costumes, all right? And I don't feel like this life journey is the end of that. Like, you're creating some sort of empire lifetime after lifetime, and you truly pick up where you left off, okay? And as you go through these lives, the way it's developing and growing your soul is beyond what you can imagine, okay? It's like you're very focused in the 3D. You're meant to do a lot of work in the 3D, and you are meant to help a lot of people. Your wisdom, your knowledge, your know-how, you know, those of you that are in a company, maybe you start out at the bottom and you go all the way to the top and you mentor other people and you bring them up, okay? Some of you could become like professors and teach your wisdom, your knowledge. You're just very well-rounded, regardless of your start in life. It's like your soul wisdom will always shine through. And some of you, some of the things you went through, people are like, oh my gosh, how are you so normal for the family you come from or the life that you have lived, okay? It's from your soul, Gemini. You are so strong and powerful in that space, and you're going to do a lot this life journey. And I feel this story continues. It's like not a next chapter, and it's all the same players. You know, we don't always have the same players every lifetime. We don't. But for you guys, your soul tribe, you guys really are working on this story, okay? Like leaving a legacy. Lifetime after lifetime. This is actually pretty exciting. I haven't seen this come through in anybody else's reading. So know that you are meant to be wealthy. Know that you are meant to create or build an empire, create a product. You're going to guide so many different people. And I feel like a lot of you, it's in 3D matters, okay? This is general, so some of you, this could be spiritually based, where you know, you start practicing making money from a spiritually based practice. All right, it's different for all of you, but I know it's in you, it's written in you to create and go bigger and wider and farther than you did last life journey. Okay, so this life at Gemini is meant for success and abundance and achievement. All right, so what I'm going to do now is pull 3 different angel cards and to create, you know, personal advice and guidance from your angels, spirit guides, and loved ones. So as I'm shuffling, ask your team which pile is for you, 1, 2, or 3. I just screwed up. All right, we're gonna have to do the reshuffle, but there's a purpose in everything. Archangel Gabriel is coming in and wants to be a part of this, obviously, for everybody to bring guidance. Look at that. The angels all guide you, okay? And with Archangel Gabriel coming in like this, he is the divine messenger. You definitely speak to the higher realms, and some of you might not be aware of that, but a lot of your guidance does come from the angels, okay? I just feel that you did a lot of service for good in this last lifetime, and that's also why Archangel Gabriel is coming in like this. Do not ask me why I did that. Like, I haven't done that before. So he was like, hey, I'm part of this read for everybody. So we'll see now. Is it 1, 2, or 3 for you, Gemini? All right, I will start with the first pile. There will be timestamps for the other 2 below. All right, Gemini. Oh, look at that. We got Archangel Gabriel for the first pile. So he is coming in really strong. And look at that piece. You see that angel holding the earth? Like, that's you. That's your energy. That's who you are. But most importantly, you have a very special connection with Archangel Gabriel, and he wants to work with you much more closely than I feel he has been in the past, all right? He wants to help bring you in to your knowledge of where you are blocked, what sort of thinking needs to change so that you can really expand and be free. So call upon him and he will come in and he will help you. He is the divine messenger. He wants to bring you guidance and he wants to bring you peace of mind about yourself and your journey. All right, so let's pull a message from your spirit guides. Give without expectation. All right, Gemini. So we already know that you did a lot of work good for others, service for others. And so it comes into this lifetime as well. Like, you do a lot for people. And sometimes I think that, you know, when you're asking for help in return, some of the people that you really helped and assisted don't come through for you, and it hurts you, and it makes you question, and maybe makes you want to close up and not help people. And what your spirit guides are saying is, Gemini, always give when you feel the calling on your heart. And the way that giving returns to you may not always come through the person in which you gave to, okay? It may come down the line from other people when you need it the most, okay? So just keep that in perspective, and don't let people who have taken advantage harden your heart, okay? When Spirit puts something on your heart and you do it, you will be rewarded somehow, some way. So let's pull a message from your passed on loved ones. All right, birds are messengers that we use to connect with you. So pay attention to the birds. You know, If they're watching you, if you just notice them in the sky, that's your loved ones pulling your attention to that bird to let you know, hey, Gemini, we are with you. We are near you. A bird seems like it's chirping and singing for you. That's your loved one moving through the animal avatar, all right? So birds and feathers are a message from your loved ones that they are near you. All right, and I'm going to pull you some more messages from your passed on loved ones, and these are going to resonate and fit 100 or not at all. All right, goals. I imagine your dreams and goals with you. I hold this space for them when you feel like giving up. I feel your joy and happiness in your successes, and I celebrate alongside of you. Yes, see, Gemini, you are meant to make things happen this life journey, and your passed on loved ones hold that space for you and go into your vibration with you when you're dreaming, when you're achieving, okay? So you do get a little boost of magic from them. And now we have water. Water is meaningful or is about to hold great significance soon. I'm acknowledging the ocean, a lake, or a waterfall. So water could have been significant to this passed on loved one. It could be significant to you for whatever reason, and this is a beautiful sign. Or in the days and weeks up ahead, Gemini, water is going to be significant in your life somehow, some way, okay? I feel like this is more of like an answer, a sign about something that you is like specific to this loved one. Maybe they loved the beach, or they loved fishing, or anything to do with water, or you do. Okay, so water is definitely significant, and also water is very cleansing, right? And look at this, we got feathers, and we got the bird, and we got feathers. So your passed on loved ones definitely draw your attention towards feathers on the ground, as well as Archangel Gabriel. And look at, we got the dove up there. So birds are very significant, feathers very significant, angels all around you, Gemini, okay? Your loved ones with you, guiding you, helping you on this legacy that you've been working on in these lifetimes, okay? So don't discount the feathers that you see. And water and your goals, dreams, ideas, they are there for purpose, Gemini, and your loved ones want to help you achieve major success for this life journey. So those are your messages, Gemini. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. All right, so let's see what the second angel card holds and what your angels want to say to you. All right, so we have Archangel Uriel and we have Charity coming through. So much like last life journey, Gemini, there is an element of your life that is spent in service of others or of spirit this life journey, okay? You have a very giving and loving heart, and maybe sometimes you're taken advantage of, or sometimes you feel like you give too much and you don't get enough back. But Archangel Uriel is coming in and saying, no, every single thing that you do has a ripple effect. So when you are doing and giving and being through love and service, you know, from a high space, that is a ripple effect that it touches more people than you can imagine. Okay, and eventually that ripple does come back to you. So believe that, know Archangel Gabriel and Archangel Uriel are both on your side, and you can call upon them at any time to help you understand, to help you heal, to help you know what your next step or next move should be. All right, so let's pull a message from your spirit guides. All right, well, we get two. Abundance is your right. Look at that. Yes, you are meant to have some cheddar this lifetime, Gemini. And thoughts create your reality. Look at that. Talking about the block. So some of you, especially those of you attracted to this second card, this block is around money and what you can create for yourself. Okay, this is a confirmation from your spirit guides that yes, you are meant to be abundant this life journey, and it's all about your mental body and what you believe can happen for you, because what you believe can happen for you is what prompts or hinders you from taking certain actions and making certain choices. Okay, so thoughts create your reality. They absolutely do. And pushing you back to this blockage you have here, many of you, it's around money. And your spirit guide's just wanting you to know you are meant to have wealth and abundance this life journey. And maybe you need to listen to some affirmations, do some meditation, just look up anything about increasing the law of attraction, helping to get your thoughts and your emotions right, and you will get there. Okay, let's pull a message from your passed on loved ones. We have fun and you too must enjoy yourself. Yes, this life is not meant to be all work, 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 Gemini. I know some of you are very, ambitious and driven, but this is saying you've got to have fun too. You've got to have fun with it. Have fun with everything in your life. Make your work fun. Make your routines fun. Find the happiness and joy in all the spaces in your life you possibly can. And that will make you a happier person in general. When you are seeking to see the happiness and what's going right, that becomes the predominance of your reality. Okay, so let's pull some more cards from your loved ones, and these messages are going to be very specific. They will resonate and fit 100 or not at all. So let's see what else your loved ones have to say. All right, so guilt. Nothing could have stopped the way things happened, nor the way things turned out for me. There is nothing you could have done better or different. Hold no guilt in your heart. The fault was not yours, but mine. So you guys have a loved one coming through that's acknowledging how you feel guilty. I should have been there more. I should have said more. I should have done this. I should have done that. And maybe XYZ wouldn't have happened. And they're saying, no, the way things turned out is exactly what was meant for my journey. And you should hold no guilt, sadness, or shame. You did all that you could have done. Don't feel bad. Like, they really don't want you to feel bad about their passing. Okay. Next is Earth Angel. I didn't realize how deeply you loved me while I was physically alive. I see it now, and I know you are one of my earth angels. You greatly blessed my life. I always loved you too. So a confirmation again of your beautiful giving heart. And when you love and when you give, you go all the way. You don't, do anything halfway. You go all the way in, and your loved one is acknowledging that. And look at this, nice, we got coins. When you find coins, on the ground, in your car, in just weird spots, that's your loved ones leading you to those coins to be found, to let you know that A, we're around you, but also when you start finding a lot of coins, that is an indication that your financial situation is going to get better and is going to improve. You got abundance and you got coins, and we're talking about money here. Yes, you are meant to have wealth, abundance. Some of you own your own company. Some of you put your creative, artistic talent and ability out there. Okay, it's different for all of you, but here is your sign of that. All right, so pile 2, you are meant to have a serious moolah this life journey. No question about that. It's really around your thinking and working on that. Okay, and you will get there. You are going to make magic this lifetime. So those are your messages for the second pile, Gemini. I'm sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello there. So let's see what your angel message is. And we could look at this. We have another Archangel Gabriel inspiration. So Archangel Gabriel is working very, very strongly with you. And with this inspiration, he's trying to really help you get past whatever this blockage is in the subconscious mind. You know, this deep-seated belief that is not serving you. It's actually preventing you from taking risks or from seeing your path forward or believing that you deserve abundance or what is my purpose? What is my talent? Archangel Gabriel wanting to help you with that, Gemini, wanting to help you with that inner magic. So call upon him, because remember, he jumped out here and now he showed up in your picks specifically. All right, let's pull a message from your spirit guides. Forgive yourself. All right, Gemini, with your spirit guides coming out saying this, you are way, way, way too hard on yourself, okay? In fact, you give freer pass to other people who act and behave 10 times worse than you do, all right? It's time for you to become much easier, gentler, and softer on yourself. And, you know, any sort of mistakes that you've made in the past, you can't keep beating yourself up for it, okay? And once you realize that you've erred and you're in the realization of that, and it's your desire to never do it again or to make things right where you made things wrong, that you're there. Gemini, you're there. You don't have to keep beating yourself up. And anybody in your life that wants to convict you over and over and over and over again for something you did long ago, you don't need to tolerate that. You don't deserve that. This is your spirit guide saying, Gemini, forgive yourself, love yourself. You have done nothing wrong. Everybody makes mistakes, and it's time for, and that could be what's written here, okay, where you just really see yourself small, or you don't feel like you deserve certain things because of choices or because of what has been said to you or done to you. And your team is like, forgive yourself, be easier and gentler on yourself, love yourself, Gemini. All right, let's see what your passed on loved ones would like to add. Take control of the situation. We know you can do this. Take control of your life, Gemini. Take control of your life. It's time to forgive yourself. It's time to open that crown chakra to the angels so that they can help you and assist you with these thoughts that need changing. And this is like you getting super empowered. And from that space, Gemini, you're going to start making magic happen. So let's pull some more messages from your loved ones. And these are going to be much more specific, so they will resonate and fit 100 or they won't. Okay, so let's see what your loved ones want to say. Healed. What hurt and harmed me in life no longer affects me. I have healed and returned to the vibration of unconditional love. So Gemini, this coming out is letting you know this loved one, they had a very hard life, either just with what happened or how they transitioned, and they want you to know all that hurt them and harmed them in this journey no longer affects them. Okay, they have expanded into the wholeness of their soul, of their being, and they're healed, and they want you to know that. They don't want you to worry for them or to be sad for them. And look at this. I'm sorry. I caused you a lot of pain while I was physically embodied. You do not know how sorry I am for all of it. I'm working with the angels to help you heal from the damage I caused. So this is a loved one who wasn't the greatest, who left some scars in your heart. And there's a deep acknowledgement of that and letting you know I'm working with the angels to help you heal. Okay, and part of that could be in this forgiving yourself. Like this loved one could have put false thoughts in your head, and now trying to come in and work with you while they're non-physical to heal and balance that karma between the two of you. And they're taking full accountability and acknowledging that, Gemini. And lastly, we have autumn. There is something special or significant about autumn or the months September, October, or November in the northern hemisphere, or March, April, or May in the southern hemisphere. So, something big could be happening and changing for you guys. If you are in the northern hemisphere, September, October, November, or if you're in the southern hemisphere, March, April, May. All right, or it could even swap. But it's like this season or these months there's something special either happening, or this is an acknowledgement from your loved one, and maybe their birthday was in one of these months, or they loved the autumn time. There's just some special connection to that, and that will resonate for you. For others of you, again, this is like something very special is happening for you in the autumn months. All right, so those are your messages, Gemini. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care.